Mayor Neighbors, Vice Mayor Evans, members of the City Council, my name is Ken Burford. Last Wednesday morning, I sent to Andrew Young, a Landmark Vice President in Athens, Georgia, a proposed relocation compensation agreement on behalf of the residents of 36 of the units at Arrowhead Village. A copy was made available by Mr. Wood and the city employee who emailed it to you. I have received no reply. Our proposal is based on Landmark's own publicly asserted goals for relocation package, particularly to fairly compensate displaced residents and improve housing conditions, presumably for the residents of Arrowhead Village. We agree with that criteria. We're convinced, however, that the Landmark proposal itself fails to meet them. Assessment of the merits of the current two proposals requires investigation beyond the scope of tonight's hearing. The Planning and Zoning Commission has spoken loudly and clearly as to its reasoned assessment of the project under consideration here. What the residents of Arrowhead Village, with whom I have communicated, really want is simple: to remain in their homes with their friends and neighbors, not to witness the breakup of their community. Whether a student housing development, especially the scale of the proposal before you, is actually needed in the Flagstaff community is not clear, especially in light of the growth projections recently stated by outgoing NAU President Hager before this very council. What is definitely needed in Flagstaff is affordable housing for the residents of Arrowhead Village and many other similarly situated families in our community, either as part of La Plaza Vieja or elsewhere within or near the city. Affordable housing for the working poor is both a fragile and a crucial resource for the families themselves and the important economic sectors in which they work. Developing large student housing projects has been affordable business for Mr. Young and his associates. Developing affordable housing for the working poor of our community will require concerted efforts of all of us, this council and city and county government, our business, legal, religious, human service groups, and the university. The real issue is affordable housing and striving for the common good of all our residents.
All right, Mr. Burford, let me ask you. You represent quite a group of the residents. Do you think that the owner in these letters is either bluffing or not really going to close the park?
I have no way of really knowing. I only found out today that the owner has or is intended to communicate 180-day notices. I have had no communication with the owner. I'm happy to know that Grant Wood represents him, so maybe we can have some dialogue.
Are you willing to take the risk?
I personally, that's up to my clients. And I haven't had the time to meet with them in view of this development because I only found out about it this morning. So I haven't had time to even call a meeting. Can't meet very practically with 36 at one time. We can pull together a meeting as many as we can get together and see what their thoughts are.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
And I definitely would like to know what their thoughts are. I've got my personal views, but I'm obligated to advocate for their interest.
Okay. All right. Thank
you.
Amelia Tamburini.